La 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 la. Yun na.
Pang sa ano? Sa phone lang.
Da-da-da. Oh my god. All the naked people is here. The naked statue. We are in the naked park. Ito sa likod.
Dito sa piyak na side kay dire abi ano tag na against the light. Are you cold? It's okay. Det går bra.
Nalibot ta.
Natalita.
Ako karoon na mo yung bakal ni Sarulo.
Pwede mo siguro magsariling sikap. Alright?
24/7 all year round. And there are not a lot of guards or anything because people tend to respect the park. Also, these sculptures, they're pretty heavy. It's not so easy to just take it up and go back to the boat with it, right? So people leave them where they are.
Okay.
Okay. So just for a start, if you look behind you on the gates, these gates wrought iron. So we have three kind of materials in this part. It's the wrought iron, the granite, and the cast bronze. And these gates are all iron. And you can see they are naked, these three ladies, as are everything else in this park. And in 1975, it was the Women's Year for United Nations. And Norway, of course, they chose these gates on the stamp, right? And then around Norway, you had very, very Christian people. And they said, oh, not nice. So you would have postal officers who bought all the stamps and set them on fire.
Oi!
Yeah, oi, that's
Lots
in, this is in free Norway with gender equality and everything. But that was fun anyway. So, thing is, if you look behind me up there, this tall sculpture is called the monolith. The monolith today is 17 meters high, but 18 meters below what we can see, right into the earth. And it was first shot out of the mountains in one big piece, 2 hours south of Oslo. It was 280 tons, very heavy, right? So it took them a long time to take it up here. But in August 1927, they managed to put it up straight, and from that day on, 3 men worked on it every day for 14 years.
Wow.
Right? And in this sculpture, there are 21 figures going up, right? And they're pushing the younger people up in front of them, like we need to get forward. Around the monolith, you got 36 smaller monoliths, right?
Yes.
And they also represent the circle of life. So it starts on the other side with a bunch of babies. They grow up, become older and older, and you have mothers doing their daughters here. You got brothers fighting, you got couples fighting but making up again, and in the end, a bunch of dead bodies.
What?
Yes. And as you have noticed, they're all naked. There is a reason for this.
Why?
Yeah, why? Because the sculptor Gustav Vigeland, he said, if I put clothes on these statues in the 1920s, 100 years from now, no one will recognize them. We will think, oh, they're old-fashioned, right? But today, they look just like everybody does all the time.
Yes.
Not so much like me, but like everybody else. Okay, just to have that for sure. Anyway, so now we're going to cross here. If you feel like it, you can go around it as well. You see the same gates on the other side. 3 men will meet there. Okay, so just go around, find your special one, and then we'll meet down there. Okay, in a few minutes.
Dito sa piyak kay ano against the light dire.
Tayo, ginang-kahina. Pag ginang-pugan ko.
You just utot. You don't have to pugong. Pugong makes your stomach. Not Sa law nila na burping is rude. But farting is okay because it's normal. Kaya okay lang na magutot mo sa diin. Gusto ko makita. I want to. Say hi. Naka-video ko dahil. Ah, sila na po ang mga lalaki na po ang sa stamps.
Ito mga patay tiyo, kita mo. Harap dalang ka statue mga patay.
Makisig dito ka na ko, picturean ta ka na. Ya diri ta mag-agi pwede mo sa piyak o dito sa piyak na. It's so much people in this side. It's so traffic.
Wow, traffic. Ano na?
Los sur de 2 horas que... Si tour guide oh. I'm coming. I'm coming.
No, that wasn't put up until 30 something. Yes, but it was the cause that everything started. I'll tell you about it in a minute. Just wait.
There in the corner. Doon sa stone siya. At against. There. Back home sa ano, sa Salam. Nasa la kay Amadeus. Doon kay Amadeus.
Okay, I think you are, no? 5 more seconds? Because my voice is not, you know, it's going to be painful.
Hmm?
You okay? Good to go. Okay, so behind me down there is the fountain. There is no water now. Normally they put it on a little bit earlier, but because we have had quite a few nights where the degrees has been below 0, we don't want the water in the
Pipes.
to freeze, right? So that wouldn't be good. So they haven't turned it on yet.
Mm.
But it, you know, you have to imagine how wonderful it is when the water is on and the plate is full of water, and it's like a curtain of water falling all around it. And when it's sunny, we have like, it's like rainbows within it. So it's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Now this park actually started with that fountain because back in 1814, we, the Norwegians, we wrote our constitution. We had just got rid of the Denmark, and then we had to go and be in union with Sweden. I know you all here. Yep, okay. So we had freedom for 6 months. Yay. And we wrote the constitution. So that's the 17th of May, they signed the constitution. And 100 years later, just before 1914, the government and the municipality, they thought, let's celebrate our 100 years of constitution to put up a fountain down by the parliament in the city center. And so Vigeland, of course, the artist, he said, I can do it. And of course he could do it. The problem was that the municipality and the politicians, they put so much time into quarreling about the exact spot where to put the fountain, that every time they said to Vigeland, now we know where to put it, his response was, well, now my fountain has become too big, because he made it bigger and bigger, right? So in the end, the municipality, they said, oh, we've had enough of you. We're going to give it this little park, and we're going to let you have the fountain there. And that's how it started. The municipality, they also did something else. They said, okay, you don't have any money, so we will pay for the workers who work for you. Because Vigeland, he imagined everything, but he had to have hands actually executing the work, right? So they paid for the men, they paid for the materials, they paid for everything. But also they said, when you die, everything comes back to the municipality, right? And he said, no problem. Thing is, it should have been a problem. He had 2 children. They didn't inherit anything. And he didn't care because he didn't like them that much. That's how it is. Anyway, so the fountain is there, and you have to trust me, it's beautiful in the summertime with the water on. Around the fountain, you have 4 groups of 5 trees. The first one is further away there on the left-hand side. It babies in the trees, you know, growing up. Then the second group, diagonally on the right-hand side over there, young girl meets young boy thinking he's the love of her life. And he thinks so too. But at some point she tries to get out of her tree because she doesn't feel like he's the man anymore. But he knows that she's the one for him, right? So he holds her back. And then of course, what happens after that? Third group down here, closer to us, but still on the right-hand side, a baby is born. And my favorite statue in this park is the one on the corner. It's a young couple. They've had the baby, but they have their heads upside down. Because those of you who have children here, you know that your life is never the same again after you had children, right?
Exactly.
Not the same. Okay. The last group just behind me down here is elderly people telling their stories and their experiences to their grandchildren, hoping that their grandchildren will not make the same mistakes as they did. Does that work?
Yes.
Yeah. So, right? We all grow up and make mistakes. That's what makes us us. Right?
That's what makes us human.
So we can go down there. My next stop, I'll be walking very slowly towards the big granite column down on the left side. Can you see it? Okay, so let's meet there. Just follow my flag.
Okay, okay. Follow the flag. Sayang no, wala siya fountain. Wala siya water. It's really nice. Naminak no. Oh, kalansay na siya nako. Wala na, kalansay na. They're all dead. What is that? Kisaman. Kisaman. Hoy. Oh, very nice. Feeling ko ma-sunburn ako. Ate ganun. Init na. Bita ng bata no, pero may bata sa balay. Wala man siya namin.
Makasuan patakid na pingkaron.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Ako tanggalon na ako nga ano pero kasi
Sa video yet. Tanga. Din ng angry child niya na.
ano?
Angry na. But it's a girl.
Yeah, it is angry child.
Ay, ito siya si angry child. Should we take a photo of that angry chanak? Kids are chanak. Or we stay like this? Is it
Ano
100?
to? Quiz? Hindi ko kamubun sa quiz niya.
I don't know. that is not belongs to this any. Kasaod. May isa diri nga sculpture nga doesn't belong to any.
Any life cycle.
Yes. Depende na yan sa ilaya eh. Kung mabilong siya o hindi. Alam? Paklanta ka mo sa ito na spark. Araw.
Ang lamp.
Gani.
The
Is it
lamp.
the lamp? Is it the lamp? That is not belongs to here. The riddle.
No, the riddle. Oh, this the music?
No, the one that you
It's in the middle over there. Maybe you passed it. The little boy?
Yes, we passed it.
Oh yes, then you passed it. Well, it's just a very angry little boy.
Okay. Okay.
It looks like you see that little girl there.
That
behind
grumpy
there?
girl.
Yeah, the little grumpy. Okay, he looks like that. The grumpy
Yeah.
girl, yeah.
We have
Just,
seen
just like his whole face is like this. Yeah. And people keep touching his hand.
Ate, direct ka na sa kapit.